Hey everyone, it's Becky. I just want to show you my design team project. This is my very first one for Craftsupplies1 on Zibbet. This was inspired by Sassyscrappers. Her name is Bonnie and she's here on YouTube. She did a birdcage that's just like this one with the texture paint and the flowers. She used some flowers from her thrift store, and so that inspired me to get out some of my old wedding flowers. Well, I guess they're not really technically old. I haven't even been married a year, so I did all my flowers, and I got them from Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of stuck them in a bag, the ones I didn't use, because I couldn't return them. So anyways, I will just go over this. I like the paint, Bonnie's paint, a lot better. It looks more flowing, I guess. And with mine, I ended up having to put Mod Podge over it and seal it in, because I think I put too much sand, and so when I would touch it, like, sand would just fall. So I ended up having to put Mod Podge over it, so it kind of give it a glossy sheen to it. So I'll just go ahead and lift up my camera really quick without hopefully dropping everything, and show you, because I can't get it all in frame. So there's the top, and then there's the bottom part, and then I'll just turn it around really quick. And then I just put a trinket on the back. So I just stuck in, all of the flowers are from Craftsupplies1 except for the couple, and I'll show you that either I had in my stash or they were from my wedding. So let's see, I'll probably go ahead and do the top first if I can get it in frame. Hold on just 1 second. Let's see, let me try and adjust this really quick. Okay. So I'll just go ahead, sorry, and give you kind of like a close-up of the texture. So I did the white and the pink, and I think it was like a balloon pink or something by American Crafts or something. It was a paint from Hobby Lobby, and I just put sand in them. I did a pink and a white. The first thing that I did is I gessoed the birdcage and then this candle holder. I sanded it like, the tutorial for the texture paint actually came from FaithChick777. So I watched her, and she sanded her candle holder, and then I sanded my birdcage because it was green, and I didn't want green. It was like a lime green. It would have been cute, but not for this project. So I sanded it, and then I gessoed it. I probably put 3 layers on it of gesso. And then I did my texture paint, and because it was, falling off even after I let it dry for a day, I put Mod Podge over it. The candle holder and the birdcage I got from Hobby Lobby. And I really wanted to do this project, so I should have just hopped on over to Michael's and got the other ones, but this one was on sale, so I don't think it mattered much. Here in the lid, this is, I think these are like the 2-inch flowers, and they're the realistic ones from Craftsupplies1. And then I put the little like 1/2-inch ones, the pink one, and then there's like little white one. And then there's these flowers that I really, really like. I know I'm probably not even in frame that well. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it right there. And the first thing I did is I put cheesecloth down back there, and I inked it with my Lindy's Stamp Gang Pink Ladies Pink. And then I put the flowers on top. And then that little metal one is the Prima Mechanicals. And so that's what I did there. The bird came from Hobby Lobby too, and the nest. And then I put it on top of the nest, on top of some cheesecloth and some gauze. And then I put some gauze inside the nest as well. And I gessoed the nest. It used to be just all brown. So that's what I did there. And then the feathers, this bird didn't, I like Bonnie's bird better because it's big and cute and fluffy, and mine was just not that fluffy. It just had this pink feather and then this like sparkly trim stuff, fiber hanging off of it. So I stuck some petals or some feathers that I had from Petaloo in there and just kind of gave it a fluffier look. And let's see, there's one of those little green, they're like a 1/2 inch flower from Craftsupplies1, and then a little pink one and a white one. And then back there is another pink one I have hidden. And then this lace and this little pink trim is from Craftsupplies1, and I just have it wrapped around like that. I'll just go ahead and do this. This is the birdcage I got from Craftsupplies1 a little while ago. And then the key and the little crystal bauble is from Craftsupplies1, and I just attached it to some little beads and stuff that I had in my stash. I'm going to dye this with my alcohol ink, and I haven't done it yet. So just to make it match everything else. And then the clasp is a Tim Holtz clasp. And there you can see more of the texture. On the inside, I don't know if you guys can see it that well, I have another rose, and this is the bigger one. I think it's like the 2.5 inch. And then there is the flower from my wedding. It's just a silk flower, and I just glued him down to the base. The base is a solid base in this birdcage, not the, see-through one. And then I just took some lace from Craftsupplies1 and stuck it, just draped it in there. I didn't glue it down, with some of this pearl strand as well. And that's from Craftsupplies1. Over here on the side, like I mentioned before, I just kind of tried to take and drape it down and around. So the first thing I did was I put cheesecloth down, and I was trying to just make it so that you couldn't see like through this side where I glued flowers together and tried to glue it to the cage. So I put cheesecloth down, and then after I was done I put another layer of cheesecloth, and I kind of dyed it here and there with my spray ink. The Pink Ladies Pink Lindy's Stamp Gang. So there's like, I think those are 2.5 inch flowers, and then more of the pearl strand I kind of draped down and around just here and there. And then these are like the two-tone pink ones, and I think these ones, some of them are like really open and some of them are kind of more closed. So I think open they're about 2.5 inches. And they're the two-tone pink. And then there's some brown two-tone that are, I think, 3/4 of an inch. And then the two-tone, and it's like a lime green. And then there's another one of those flowers, and I don't know what these ones are called, but they're really pretty. That's one of my favorites. Here is some of the pearl sprays from Craftsupplies1, some flowers from my wedding, and then this is another pink two-tone. It's a smaller one. I think it's about 3/4 of an inch. And then some more silk flowers from my wedding. And then there's some green, and then a brown, and then this one is just a flower that I had in my stash. There's the 2-inch rosebud. These are the ones that look like they're real, but they're not. And then there's another one sitting back there. And I just kind of glued random flowers. Here's a flower that's from my wedding, and along with these ones, and that's one from my wedding, and then all of these other ones are from Craftsupplies1. You can get them there, and I think they are both on Zibbet and Etsy. She has a Etsy shop as well. So you can see there I have another silk flower, and then there's a green one from Craftsupplies1, and then that's from my stash. And a pearl spray that I have poking out there. And then there's one of those pink two-tone, see how that's more open? And I think it's maybe even a 3-inch when it's all the way open. So there's that, and then I have a little brown one poking back there, and then this one right here is from my stash. And then so you can see the cheesecloth kind of poking through, and then I took it even after I was done, like right here, I took the cheesecloth and kind of tucked it in on the sides so you could see it still. And then there's one of the big ones. I think it's one of the biggest ones you can get on Craftsupplies1, and it's well, I don't know how to say it, the like real life flower, but it's paper. And there's some more of the pearl trim, and I kind of draped it down around. Oh, and then right here I have another Prima Mechanical. And also right here I have another Prima Mechanical. Let's see if I can move my arm, you can see it better. Right there. There's another one of those flowers, and some more pearl sprays, sorry. And then I try to tuck the cheesecloth right there. When I did the cheesecloth in the beginning, before I put the flowers on, I kind of took and draped it from like the side and glued it so it would come down around. And then after I was done, I took the cheesecloth and tucked it into the sides here and there so you could kind of see it. Like you can see parts of it throughout. And then right there, you can see, I didn't, not on this side. I might have tucked this one in, but I don't think I did. And then right here, this is where I tucked it in after, but then these flowers kind of cover it up. And then there's some more of the Craftsupplies1 flower, and just a flower from my wedding. And then there's the little white ones. These ones are really cute. I like working with these too. So I did these ones from my wedding because they have green in them, and I wanted to use these little green ones from my design team package, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a hint of green in this project, so it's not just all pink and white. And I really like how it turned out. So go ahead and leave me any comments that you'd like. And I hope that you guys like what I've made and I inspire people. I'll put the link to Bonnie's channel and then the link to Craftsupplies1. You can make all sorts of stuff out of everything that she sells in her shop. So I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you for watching.